Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am tired. I always say that, but I'm really tired. I went outside with my friend, and you already see what the title of the video is. 5 things we are leaving behind in 2019. And the first one is ashy hands. Let me go get some lotion. Okay. Hi, I'm back. Okay, so today, seriously, we're going to talk about 5 things we're going to leave behind in 2019. I felt the need to do this because I have channels that I watch and I'm like, you know what? I want to do one too. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm like, that's one thing. We're talking around it, but I want to be more specific. Before we get into that, I just want to be clear. I'm so happy that the channel is growing, and I welcome everyone who's new. Share, tell a friend. You know, if you have an issue or problem, you know, have your questions ready when you come on these lives and different things, because we're gonna get down to it. If you saw the 6-hour marathon, we just did a 6. I was like, we did 6 hours. You know, that's how I know that we enjoy this community, because who sits online talking for 6 hours? The only time you sit on the phone talking for 6 hours is when you're in love. So I must be in love with this, you guys. 6 hours. Anyway, while we're talking about things, we're going to be all about solutions. So I just want to make sure that we don't get caught up in complaining and whining about everything, because the industry is not going to get better. I think it's just going to become more saturated and worse because of social media, and everyone can teach themselves anything. So it's going to be about finding solutions and how to stay ahead of the game and all of that, you know. And with that being said, that's going to take me into my list. Let me sit my butt up straight. Let me sit up straight and get ready for this here. Okay, so let's get into it. Number 1. The first thing is going to be, we're going to leave this behind in 2019. Like, seriously, this gets you nowhere. Procrastination. Procrastination. I cannot stand procrastination. We all do it, but that's something that you really need to make a real effort to leave that behind in 2019, because procrastination will have you fake believing that you're moving forward with your life and your life goals. Fake believing. You know, I'm going to do it the first of the year. My New Year's resolution. I don't even really believe in New Year's resolutions. I feel like it's a thing to set you up for failure. If you want to do something, write it down immediately as it hits your mind and start writing out ways to make it happen. And start on it right away, because after you do something for 21 days, science shows that it becomes a habit. You got to do it for 21 days though. Whatever it is, we have to stop procrastinating. Procrastination is a fake way of making yourself believe that you are moving forward with something that you're trying to do. It is a fake way of making yourself believe that you are moving forward with something that you're trying to do. And if you're trying to do this right here and work in this industry, you'll procrastinate and everybody else will be passing you by. While you study procrastinating, the next person is already making their moves. Even if they're making mistakes, they're making their moves and they're moving forward. So that's number 1. We're leaving behind procrastination. This is not going to be a long video. Number 2, it goes with procrastination. Excuses. See, procrastination is, I'll do it on this day, shoulda, coulda, woulda, on this day I'll make it happen. Procrastinating, then we have excuses. Because of this, I can't do it right now because of that. Or when this happens, then I'll do this. There is never going to be a perfect time when all the stars align. Oh, the stars have aligned. That just does not happen like that. Do it now. And people were like, oh, it's easy for you to say, because you're such a lady. It's easy for you to say because you don't have kids, whatever. I have a lot of responsibility. Full clientele, full website, another business, other things that I do, helping other people, being hired by other people, I still make my dreams happen. Even if I got to stay up for a couple days, I catch up on my sleep later. Like right now, my books are closed until January 8th. Yeah, full 10, 12 days. I can do stuff like that because I made the sacrifice before. No more excuses, you guys. Really sit down and figure out why you cannot do the things you want to do right now, and then look at the whys. Write them down and really look at each one and say, is it really an excuse? Do I really not have anybody who could help me babysit? There is no way I could possibly ask this person to pay my niece $25 a week to do this for me, or pick him up, or whatever. Pay, I know it's possible because I used to go pick up people's kids all the time from school. That was a little hustle, man, picking up other people's kids. So if you have to make something happen, you'll make it happen. If you needed to get a second job, what would you do with your kid then? I'm just using that as an excuse. As an excuse. I guess what I'm saying is that sit down and really look at all these reasons why and make sure that they're not just excuses to procrastinate. Number 1 and 2. I'm going to keep it moving along. Let's go into number 3. This is a good one. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Buying and not spending. Buying and not spending. What is she talking about? Buying and not spending. In 2020, we will not be doing what a lot of us are doing right here in 2019. Buying all these supplies and all the top of the line stuff to do designs, and spending hardly any time perfecting our craft. Think I didn't know? Did you think I didn't know? Silly you. I know. We will buy everything. We'll buy the top of the line, this, top of the line, that, everything that comes out, every new video. If something shows up in our feed more than 3 to 5 times, we go out and we buy it. See how we made that happen? No excuses. We go out and we have that. And we go to our friends, yeah, I got the new such. Oh yeah, I got the new set. There were no excuses or procrastination with that now, was it? But how much time are we really spending perfecting our craft? I'm not saying everyone, but there are a lot of you all who are doing that. Buying supplies, buying all this stuff, and not spending any real time perfecting your craft. What is real time perfecting your craft? I don't have anybody to work on. A lot of you all say that. I'm listening. See, I'll go, and I'm like, it's so much to talk about. I just wait, and I'm going to give these videos out one by one, piece by piece, very clearly. I listen to what you all say. I just bought all my stuff this week. I'm using my whole next paycheck. I don't have anybody to work on. Procrastination and excuses. No procrastination or excuses to get the stuff done. You made that happen. So now it's time to really do it. Are you good? A lot of us know we need a lot of work. We're buying, but we're not spending any time on it. What is spending time? Spending time means if you don't have a live person, one of the things you should have been buying is a practice hand. Why haven't you bought a practice hand? And you have hands, don't you? Practice on yourself. That's even better because you can feel if you're hurting a person with a file, because you can cut a person up and spread bacteria and infections and different things. You cutting, slicing everybody up with the same file. Like you need to know how your pressure feels. So you need to be practicing on yourself. So that's the thing. When people say, I don't have anybody to practice on, you have your own hand. And if you have to put on a set on one hand every week and take it off, see how it grows out, and take it off and do it again, take it off, and then you buy a mannequin hand. If you buy supplies, you better have a mannequin practice hand. They are available. Afterpay is available too. Shameless plug. But seriously, no. You should be doing at least 3 to 5 sets a week. Perfecting your craft. Whatever it is you need to work on. Lumpy acrylic, lifting acrylic, too thick acrylic, too runny acrylic, whatever it is. When I say buying and not spending time, 3 to 5, I say 3 to 5 sets, but I also say maybe 10 hours or more, 10 to 15 hours a week researching along with that. So in total, if depending on where you are in your journey, I watch many YouTube videos all the time. I watch design videos every day. I do, just to see what's new, what's hot. I still do it. But you should be watching a lot of those on top of actually pulling out the hand and doing the stuff, because it's exciting to buy the stuff. But if you're really trying to make serious money, you got to seriously know what you're doing. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm done with that one. Let's go into number 4. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's cute. I didn't even know I had that. Oh, I'm gonna have to use that one day. Oh, did I put lotion on? Number 4 is randomness. Wasn't that random? What is she doing? She's all over the place. She's reaching for something over here. She got distracted by this polish that she never used before. She's going back to her hand. She already put lotion on her hand. I did all these things. They threw you off, didn't it? You're throwing your own career off and your own destiny because you're too random. You're all over the place. What do I mean by random? 1 week, you want to be this. 1 week, you want to be that. If you want to be a nail tech or whatever it is you want to be, you cannot be pursuing 4 and 5 different careers at one time. You cannot. You cannot. We need to leave randomness in 2019. You cannot take randomness all over the place-ness into 2020 and expect to succeed. You won't succeed in anything. You'll be the, what do they call it? Jack of all trade and master of none. The people that you see doing and living this life that you want to live, they're a master at it. They've mastered it because they focused on it. You have to focus on one thing. You have to get serious about it and you have to focus on it. Randomness is something that we have to leave in 2019. I know people that literally come to me saying, I want to do this thing, and I'll help them and get them started, and then they will switch up on me and want to do something totally different. And then when I try to point it out to them, no, see, you don't understand. See, this gonna tie to, look. And that's the person I just back away from, because you're gonna waste my time, because I already know you're wasting yours. You're not gonna waste mine. You have to focus on one thing. You have to become a master at one thing first. If you are over here trying to be a podiatrist, a veterinarian, a nail tech, and a daycare center owner all at the same time, it's not, none of it is gonna succeed. It's gonna, everything's gonna be half done, and half of it's not gonna be done right. Same thing with this. A lot of us are random. Here's another form of randomness. 1 week we want to be gung-ho into it. We want to be all on top of it. We want to do everybody's nails and stay up all night doing nails and watching nails, everything nails, eating glitter on top of our cereal and everything. Then you put it down for a couple of weeks and you don't want to be bothered with it. You don't feel like it. Because you're such a lady, right? Then the next week, you're like, I think I just want to do all gel, so I'm going to take this gel class that I saw online. They have a special this week, so I'm going to take that class. I thought you were doing acrylic or whatever. Every week you're doing something different. This week you want to do natural nails. Next week you want to do gel nails, and you haven't conquered anything. You don't even know where you're going to work. You're all over the place. You're just random. Plus you got all these other little side businesses going on, and you can't figure out why, Lord, why? Why you can't make it? You're all over the place. You're random. Get focused. We're leaving that in 2019. Number 5. Number 5 is super important, and I've talked about this in other videos recently, and I want you to go back and look at them, because I'm not going to go too deep, but all of this plays a part in why we are procrastinating, we have excuses, and why we're so random. A lot of it has to do with the energy that is around us. So in 2019, we're going to leave behind toxic behaviors. I'm going to use the word behaviors because part of, when you heard the word toxic, you probably thought I was going to say people. Toxic behaviors, because part of the reason why the toxic people are in your life is because of your behavior, because you control your life and who's in it. And so your behaviors allow people to be in your life. You allow that. That's the people portion of it. And also, we also have some toxic behaviors in general, meaning that we are not focused in our spending. We're saying we can't afford school, we can't afford to do this, we can't do this right now, but you're out every week with your friends eating dinner. You're shopping every week. You still go get your fancy weave done. You still do all these things, and that ties into the other ones. But I mean, like, those are toxic behaviors. Things that you know could be cut, but it's within your own selfish, self-sabotaging mind that keeps you doing the same things that you know are holding you back. Keeping the wrong people around you, the wrong energy around you, as well as your own personal toxic behaviors. Some of us have gambling addictions, partying addictions, hair weave addictions, shopping for clothes and shoes that we don't need addictions, but we say we want to do these things. In 2020, that needs to not come into that. You have to sit down and say, what can I cut? And if you don't want to cut everything, you got to start at least saying, okay, do I need to go get this $500 weave all the time or buy this $300 hair? Can't I just buy a $39 wig and make sure I take it off and try to take care of it, or a $59 wig and try to keep it for a couple of months? Different things like that. We're going to leave toxic people and behaviors, but I really say behaviors because that includes all of that in 2019, and start to clean up our act and get focused seriously. So you're not going, me, that's me. If when you watch this video next year, you shouldn't be saying that's me. Hopefully you're not, you know? So we're going to leave behind the procrastination, the excuses, all the randomness, and the toxic behaviors, which is going to include you leaving some people behind. Now, you don't just necessarily have to say, I'm never speaking to you again, but you're going to have to put some distance in between you and them. But if you get focused and stop being random and all these things we talked about, you won't have time anyway. And what's going to happen is, as you're leveling up your life, those people are going to kind of not gravitate towards you anyway. You're going to be on a different level. That's all I got to say in this video. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button if you liked it. Share. It's shareable. You can share it to your platform if you want to. Share with a friend. Send this to a friend if you want to. You can do that as well. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I think we're going to be trying to go live. And if someone wants to go live with me soon, let me know. You can reach me here or email me at shecago@yahoo.com. I'm also available on Instagram if you would like to see my work. That is at Shecago1 on Instagram, as well as Shecago Nails and Makeup on Facebook. So, not gonna hold you any longer. I'm really tired. I want to wash my face and stuff. I went shopping and I want to buy some of my. I want to use some of my new exfoliant that I bought, and I got other stuff to do too. So, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hit your comments below. Bye.